Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be smoking a cigarette with a PNG of General Grievous from Star Wars. General Grievous is a general from, of course, Star Wars, the franchise. And he is a character that is a massive fan of cigarettes. Now, they never show him actually smoking cigarettes whenever he's on screen, but he's a massive fan of cigarettes, and we know he is because he has one of the most intense smoker's cough that I have ever heard. He is coughing like 24/7 and coughing real bad. He must have been chain smoking like so much for so many years to get a smoker's cough going that good. And honestly, I have a lot of respect for General Grievous when it comes to smoking cigarettes. I'm thinking he probably smokes like 3 to 4 packs a day. That is a big baller move if I do say so myself. And so as such, I am very, very, very excited to, well, smoke a cigarette with a PNG of General Grievous from the Star Wars franchise. I'm looking forward to this experience. I'm looking forward to this video, I will acknowledge. Now, sadly, though, I don't have the real General Grievous with me today, which really is a shame. I would have loved to do an interview with the real General Grievous. Sadly, didn't have the opportunity to do that. It is what it is. So I'm just going to be smoking a cigarette with a PNG of General Grievous today. He's going to be chilling somewhere over there or something like that kind of thing. And since I am going to be adding him in post, I'm not able to talk to him or anything like that. But I'm looking forward to chilling with a PNG of General Grievous nonetheless. But I do suppose I can't actually smoke a cigarette and chill with General Grievous if I don't actually smoke a cigarette now, can I? So I do suppose without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get my pack of Manito number 6 cigarettes all opened up, just like that. And now that I have gotten this pack all opened up, I do think now it is time for me to go ahead and get one of these cigarettes all out. And now I'm thinking it's time for me to go ahead and get this cigarette right here all lit up. And I'm thinking it's time for me to go ahead and get to smoking a cigarette and chilling with General Grievous from Star Wars. In specific, a PNG of General Grievous from Star Wars. Without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and get to smoking. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? This is actually my first cigarette of the day. So I'm expecting to get a very nice buzz from this cigarette, let me tell y'all what. A little bit airy, very nice flavor, a little bit of roughness, definitely feeling some nicotine kind of coming to my system. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Mr. PNG of General Grievous, do you want a little bit of a puff as well? I hope that puff was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I hope that puff was pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm really holding it in really the right area for General Grievous to really take a hit. I'll acknowledge because, well, as said, I'm adding the PNG of him in post, so I can't really actually talk to him right now. It's like I'm talking to an invisible person who can't talk to me right now. It's a little bit wild. Like, I know he's there in my mind, but he's not going to be there until later on when I add him in post. So I'm not exactly sure where he is. I just know he's just chilling right there kind of thing. And so far, I'm really enjoying chilling with the PNG of General Grievous from Star Wars. I ain't going to lie, y'all. Some people might say General Grievous is a very angry individual. He's, like, just really mad all the time, like he's got a thing for wanting to kill Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of thing. Thing is that the only time General Grievous is shown on screen in Star Wars is when he doesn't have a cigarette in his mouth. And I think General Grievous is really just a chill guy kind of thing. He's really just a chill dude when he's just got a cigarette in his mouth and he's just vibing kind of thing. He's like on his spaceship, he's smoking a cigarette, and he's like, you know what, why am I even fighting again? Like, I just want to smoke cigarettes. Like, the only reason I was fighting to begin with was to try to lower tobacco prices on my, like, home planet or something like that kind of thing. But he's like, this war, it's just raising tobacco prices. Like, why am I fighting again? And then he gets, like, shot down by some Republican fighter jet or something like that kind of thing, and he loses his cigarettes in the fire, and all of a sudden he's pissed again because, well, you know what? He don't got no more cigarettes. I think General Grievous is a misunderstood individual. I think if they just let him have his cigarettes, he wouldn't even be involved in the war to begin with. If they had just lowered, if the Republic had just lowered cigarette prices on his home planet, he would have never gotten involved with the war. That's my personal take at least. Completely, massively overbearing society the Republic is. Overbearing government, overbearing Jedi. You know, honestly, the older I get, the more I'm kind of like, you know what, them separatists. They kind of had a point. They went about it the wrong way, but they did kind of have a point. Because the older I get, the more I'm like, aren't the Jedi the bad guys? I'm like, the Sith are bad guys too, don't get me wrong, but the Jedi, they're taking people's children. And then the children never get to see their parents again. And I'm sure sometimes these parents are like, yo, I don't want my kid to be taken. I want my kid to just have a normal life. Like, being a Jedi, cool, really cool honor. I don't think my kid wants it. I don't think they want to be a Jedi. I think they just want to smoke cigarettes and grow tobacco at home kind of thing. Maybe roll cigarettes in a cigarette factory, you know? Get some child labor going. Child Jedis rolling cigarettes and everything like that kind of thing. Both sides have their problems. But the older I get, the more I'm like, you know what? The separatists, to some extent, they did kind of have a point. Now, I'm not super big on Star Wars lore, I'll acknowledge. I enjoy watching like Star Wars conspiracy theory videos, like Jar Jar Binks conspiracy theory videos and stuff like that kind of thing, every once in a while. I don't know that much about the lore. I've only ever watched the movies and Star Wars The Clone Wars, the animated TV show, which is amazing, by the way. Highly recommend. Still one of my favorite childhood cartoon shows of all time, and it gets surprisingly dark towards the end. Like, it starts off as a children's TV show, and I started watching it when I was like, oh, how old was I? I can't even remember. I was young. I was much younger than that. I was a kid when I started watching it. And then I remember the last season of The Clone Wars, the 6th season, I think, came out when I was in college. And I watched it. And I was like, this is no longer a kid's show. Is this even rated PG anymore? Because it got dark. It really did get dark. That's one of the things I like about Star Wars The Clone Wars. They really did do a very good job of maturing the show with the core audience maturing at the same time as well, which I think is great. I've completely forgotten. I've been meaning to rewatch the 2D animated Star Wars The Clone Wars movie for a while now. But I have completely forgotten to do that for the last couple years. I need to do that. And I just realized I need to grab myself a little bit of a screenshot as well. Hopefully one of those will work. We will find out. You know what I'm saying? We will find out. General Grievous, I hope you're enjoying your smoke, my man. I can't see you enjoying your smoke, but if he's smoking right now, I hope he is enjoying his smoke. Let me tell y'all what. But I haven't ever read, like, any of the, like, Star Wars books. Any, like, I think it's called, like, the Legacy books or something like that kind of thing, which Disney said no longer canon. Should still be canon in my personal opinion. But I haven't ever read any of those books, so I don't know, like, too much about, like, the real lore of the Star Wars universe. And I don't know too much about the lore of General Grievous, I'll acknowledge as well. But, I mean, like, I'm just saying. I think that if the Republic had just lowered cigarette prices and tobacco prices on his home planet, if they hadn't been an overbearing society, then I think he wouldn't have gone to war. I think he wouldn't be swinging them lightsabers trying to kill Obi-Wan Kenobi. If he just had his cigarettes, he'd be vibing. He'd be like, yo, I don't care. I got my cigarettes kind of thing. But no. They raised cigarette prices too much where he couldn't afford them, and so he went to war over it. And honestly, totally understandable. Totally understandable. Well, I think that's all I had to this cigarette. General Grievous, did you enjoy your smoke? I hope you had a smoke during this video today while you were enjoying being a PNG in the side of the screen. Did you enjoy your smoke, Mr. General Grievous? I don't know if he did because he's a PNG and I'm adding in post, but I do hope that he did. I do hope that he did enjoy his smoke, let me tell y'all what. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. This was a good experience, to say the least. I enjoyed my experience today, smoking a cigarette, chilling with a PNG of General Grievous. It was a fun time. I can't complain. Certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video as well. If you guys have, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. Box, and my second channel, all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?